Hello, Colorado! Jeff Loss here, your Denver real estate agent. Today we are going to go over what do you leave behind when you are selling your home. This is also a great video for home buyers so that you know what to expect when you move in, so that when you are negotiating and things like that within your contract, you know exactly what comes with the house and what doesn't, and if you want to change that, you can add that to the inclusion and the exclusion. So the first thing we're going to go over is the rule of thumb. So the rule of thumb is anything that's considered a fixture, so anything that's bolted down, anything you need a screwdriver for, anything that you tear out, such as a bush or a tree that would damage the property. Those are the things that are considered an inclusion, which means that it's part of the home. Anything that's an exclusion, such as personal property, that's considered something that will not be part of the home. So an exclusion, maybe someone's bed, right? Maybe even the pictures that they have on the wall, things like that. Those are considered exclusions. Don't expect those to be there when you move into the home. But as with anything, there's always common disputed items. So appliances, for instance, are something that's generally included with a home sale. However, they're almost always listed on the inclusion contract. Something such as a refrigerator has to be something that has to be actually listed, or else it would not come with the home. You can unplug the refrigerator, you could just bring it out of the house, you don't damage the home anyway for that to happen. So you got to really think about those certain things. But on the flip side, something like a bolted-in microwave oven that's maybe above the oven or the range, things like that, since it's bolted in, would be an inclusion. So if you do want the fridge, if you do want the oven, if you want things like that, make sure you list that on the contract. Some other things that are pretty common is window treatments. So window treatments such as your curtain rods and the curtain brackets, right? The curtain rods and curtain brackets, those are bolted to the home. So that's going to be something that is considered an inclusion, or an exclusion. Sorry, an inclusion. You need to have that actually listed if you want to take those away with you. However, the curtains, like the curtains themselves, is the drapes, those you can just take right off without damaging anything. So those are just considered personal property. Televisions is a weird one because now there's such things as bolted on flat screen TVs. So because televisions have always been considered personal property, televisions right now are considered a personal property item that would be left, the person would take with them. However, the bracket is considered bolted to the house. So if you want to take your TV bracket, make sure you list that on the contract. Otherwise, you have to leave the bracket, but you can take your television. So that's something you definitely work with. Integrated systems, so things such as your sprinkler systems, security alarms, home security, footage such as CCTVs and stuff. Make sure that with these things, these are all considered inclusions. So if you want to take that with you when you leave, you have to note that on the contract. Otherwise, you'll be in violation and you could have trouble with the walkthrough and the sellers and things like that, and the buyers. Light fixtures. So I know everyone has a beautiful chandelier in their house, and sometimes you want to take that with you. But with that beautiful chandelier, if you want to take that with you, make sure you remove it before you even list the house. Put something else up. If the home buyer moves in or is going through their final walkthrough and they just see, hanging dangling wires there, that's going to be a big issue. So that could crash your entire sale. That could lead to lawsuits. It's just going to make a messy transaction. So anything like this that you want to take, either take it before you list the home, or make sure that it's clearly listed in the contract. The same thing goes to the home buyers. If you really like the patio furniture that they have outside, take that and make sure you list in the contract that you also want to include the patio furniture with your home. Some things that are kind of more nice gestures, things such as paint colors, right? So if you have some extra paint left over, that would be awesome to leave in the home. You can do some touch up, maybe some tile samples, or maybe you just bought some new appliances for the kitchen because that's going to help sell the house a little better. With that, any warranty paperwork you had with that new refrigerator, that new washing machine, things like that, if you're selling that with the house, make sure you just leave the warranty paperwork there. Although it's not necessarily a contractual obligation, it is really important to leave and just help the home buyer just feel a little bit more at home when they have the house. So that's your quick rule of thumb of what to leave when you're selling your house. And until next time, I'll catch you later.